Hello, and welcome back to English Dictionary, your place to listen, repeat, shadow, and learn English at a relaxed, natural pace. I'm Harry, and I'm glad you could join me. In this episode, I speak at a slow speed. I choose clear, straightforward vocabulary and rephrase key concepts so you can mimic my voice, work on your speaking skills, and gradually build your confidence. Today, we will discuss how to describe your daily routine in English, not just with brief phrases, but with complete thoughts. What are your morning activities? What does your afternoon look like? What is your evening ritual? By the time we finish, you will be capable of discussing your day in English using clear and natural sentences. Let's get started. Why is practicing this so important? It's because your day is real. It's your personal experience that occurs every single day. You know it intimately. You don't have to hunt for words or concepts. You don't need to discuss history, science, or politics. You only need to talk about your own life. You can state what time you get up, what you have for breakfast. You can say whether you go to the office or work from home. You can express how you feel, tired, busy, happy, or relaxed. And here's the greatest advantage. When you describe your own day, you are practicing authentic, practical English that you can actually use with other people in real situations. You don't need to be flawless. You just need to make the effort. When you talk about your day, you start thinking in English. You begin speaking more naturally, using simple but complete sentences. You cease translating in your head, and you feel more self-assured when you speak. Let's consider an example. Picture yourself meeting someone new. They ask you, "What did you do today?" If you've practiced this beforehand, you can answer. You could say, "I got up at 7, I went to work, I had coffee, and replied to emails. In the evening, I cooked dinner and watched some television." That is a complete conversation. That is genuine communication. And that is your objective. Even if you are by yourself, even if you're not enrolled in an English course, even if you are a shy person, you can still practice speaking English by narrating your day. So, whenever you are unsure of what to say, start with something basic. What did I do today? What time did I get up? What did I eat? Where did I go? What did I do in the evening? These are excellent questions. They assist you in recalling vocabulary. They help you establish strong English habits. And they enable you to think in full sentences without pressure. You can do this in the morning to talk about yesterday, or in the evening to recap today. You can even record yourself and listen back. The crucial point is to keep it simple. Use the English you already know. Don't fret over mistakes, just speak. The more you practice, the simpler it becomes. 1 sentence today, 2 tomorrow, an entire story next week. So today, let's develop that skill together, step by step, word by word, 1 genuine sentence at a time. All right, Let's start at the day's beginning, the morning. The morning is a crucial part of your day. It establishes your mood, provides you with energy, and is an ideal time to speak and think in English, even if just for a few minutes. Now, let's practice some simple morning sentences together. Repeat each one slowly, just like shadowing. Let's begin. I typically wake up at 7. Now, you repeat. On occasion, I wake up earlier, around 6:30, when I have many tasks to complete. If I go to bed late, I feel tired the next morning. I remain in bed for a few minutes and contemplate my day. I enjoy taking a deep breath and stretching my arms and legs. Then I sit up gradually and get out of bed. I walk to the bathroom and brush my teeth. I brush in a slow and careful manner for 2 minutes. Then I wash my face with cold water. It helps me feel alert. Sometimes I take a fast shower, particularly if I feel drowsy. When I shower, I like to play gentle music or listen to English audio. After my shower, I dry myself and get dressed. I attempt to wear something clean and comfortable. Sometimes I wear jeans and a t-shirt. If I have a meeting or class, I wear something more professional. Next, I go to the kitchen and make my breakfast. I generally eat something simple, like toast, eggs, and fruit. Sometimes I have cereal with milk and a banana. If I have extra time, I prepare an omelette or some oatmeal. I prefer to eat slowly so I can savor my food. I drink coffee on most mornings. Occasionally, I drink green tea because it feels refreshing and light. While eating, I sometimes watch a short video or check the news. On other days, I simply enjoy the silence and listen to the birds outside. Before I leave home, I check my phone. I look at the time and read my messages. I check my calendar to see if I have any meetings or appointments. I pack my bag with all my essentials, my phone, notebook, keys, and water bottle. Then I put on my shoes and walk out the door. Okay, let's shadow a story. My morning routine. In this part, I will tell you a short story about my morning. You can listen and then shadow each sentence. You can pause after each line to repeat it slowly. Ready? Let's begin. In the morning, I usually wake up at around 7. Sometimes I wake up earlier if I have a lot of things to do. I lie in bed for a few minutes and think about the day ahead. I stretch my arms, yawn a little, and slowly get up. Then I walk to the bathroom and brush my teeth for 2 full minutes. After that, I wash my face with cold water. It really helps me wake up. If I feel sleepy, I take a warm shower. I often listen to relaxing music while I shower. It helps me feel more calm and focused. After the shower, I put on clean clothes and check my hair in the mirror. Next, I go into the kitchen and start making breakfast. I usually eat 2 pieces of toast with butter and jam. And sometimes I add a boiled egg. I drink a large cup of coffee. That's very important to me in the morning. While eating, I sit by the window and look outside. Sometimes I hear birds singing, and I enjoy the peaceful moment. Before I leave the house, I check my phone. I look at the time, my to-do list, and my schedule for the day. Then I prepare my bag. I make sure I have everything: my phone, my wallet, my notebook, and sometimes a snack. Finally, I put on my jacket and shoes, open the door, and step outside to begin my day. Okay, let's say a few final practice sentences together. Again, you can repeat right after me. Every morning is a little different, but I try to follow a good routine. When I start my day with English, I feel more focused. I'm proud of my progress, and I will keep going. Now, let's move to the afternoon, the middle part of the day. Many people are occupied in the afternoon. Some people go to their jobs, some go to school, some remain at home to care for the house or family. Whatever you do, the afternoon is a good time to use English. Even if you're busy, you can still listen, you can still repeat, you can still practice, even if it's just for 5 or 10 minutes. Let's learn some common sentences together. Try to repeat after me, slowly and clearly. After lunch, I return to work. Sometimes I feel a bit sleepy after I eat. I check my emails and respond to the important ones first. I frequently read messages from colleagues or classmates. I usually have 1 or 2 meetings in the afternoon. Sometimes I meet with a client or my manager to discuss tasks. If I work from home, I sit at my desk and open my laptop. I type reports or prepare presentations. I also look at my calendar to see what I need to do next. I like to keep my desk neat and organized. It helps me think clearly. I usually take a short break around 3. I make a cup of tea or drink some water. Sometimes I eat a small snack, like fruit or a cookie. If I have time, I go for a brief walk to get some fresh air. Even 10 minutes outside helps me feel better. If the weather is good, I walk around the block or sit in the sun. When I have free time in the afternoon, I study English. Sometimes I listen to a podcast while I take a walk. Other times I read a short article or a story online. I also watch slow English videos to help with my listening. I repeat short phrases out loud to practice speaking. Shadowing helps me speak more fluently and clearly. Before I finish work, I write down what I accomplished. This helps me stay organized and ready for the next day. Sometimes I write down one new word I learned today. I like to review my English notebook before I stop for the day. I will now tell you a story about my afternoon. You can listen, pause, and repeat after me. Try to copy my rhythm and tone. This is a great way to shadow and learn. After lunch, I usually go back to my desk to continue working. I check my emails and write a to-do list for the afternoon. I often have a video meeting with my team. We talk about what we finished in the morning and what we will do next. The meetings are usually short, about 30 minutes. After the meeting, I take a short break. I walk to the kitchen and make a cup of tea or black coffee. I drink slowly while standing near the window. Sometimes I step outside for some fresh air. If I have free time, I use it to study English. I usually listen to a podcast like this one, or read a short story. Sometimes I watch a video where the speaker talks slowly. I pause the video and repeat the sentences. This is shadowing. It helps me speak more naturally and understand better. Before I stop working for the day, I write down a short summary of what I did. I also write one sentence in English to describe how I feel. For example, I finished all my work today and I feel proud. Or, I didn't study much today, but I will try again tomorrow. This helps me reflect and stay motivated. Okay, now it's your turn. You can pause this episode for a moment and try to talk about your afternoon, just like I did. What do you usually do after lunch? Do you go to work? Do you go to class? Do you stay at home and rest or study? Use short sentences. It's okay if it's just 3 or 4 lines. The goal is to speak, not to be perfect. Okay, let's try some sentence starters together to help you speak. I will say the beginning of the sentences, and you try to complete them, okay? In the afternoon, I usually. Very good. After lunch, I like to. Good job. Sometimes I feel. Well done. I usually take a break at. Perfect. Before the afternoon ends. Very good. The evening and night. The evening is a special time, a time to unwind and reflect on the day. Let's repeat some useful sentences. I arrive home at 6. 0 inches the evening. I take off my shoes and sit down for a few minutes to rest. I sometimes watch the news or listen to music to relax. I cook dinner or I order food if I feel tired. I eat dinner at the table with my family. We talk about our day and share stories. After dinner, I clean the kitchen and wash the dishes. Sometimes I go for a short walk after dinner. Before bed, I read a book or listen to calming music. I take a shower and brush my teeth. I go to bed around 10:30 or 11. Okay, you have just listened to my full routine. Now I want you to speak about your day. Here's how you can do it. First, think about your day. What time do you wake up? What do you eat for breakfast? Do you work, study, or take care of the house? What do you do in the afternoon? What does your evening look like? What do you do before bed? You can speak about today, or you can talk about a typical day, a normal day. Great work today. You listened to a full daily routine, you practiced new vocabulary, you repeated full sentences, and most importantly, you tried to speak in English. This is real progress. You're not just studying English. You are using English. You are living in English. One sentence at a time. Keep building your confidence. Keep practicing your daily routine until it feels easy. Now, come back to this episode often. Listen again. Shadow again. And each time, add more to your story. This is English Dictionary. I'm Harry, and I'm proud of your effort. Keep listening, keep speaking, and keep believing in yourself. Bye for now.